Get a chicken? Come on, get it, get it. Welcome to my studio. I'm Kelly. For those of you who are tuning in that don't know me, this is a full body focused practice. So we'll move in all directions with twists and some balancing. So let's get started. Sit on your shins. Sit on your shins. Come to your shins like that and reach up and stretch. So if you want to, you can place a blanket underneath your knees if that's needed. Reach the arms like this, pull the elbows back, opening the chest, feel the shoulders stretch in the front and the shoulder blades pull together. Now bring the elbows in towards each other, opening the upper back, and then reach back again. All right, so bring that in, elbows in, palms in towards each other, and then open up. And again, 2 more times. Open up, pull the shoulder blades back, abs contracted. 1 more time. And then bring the hands down to the floor, right in front of your knees, hands spaced apart, right up underneath your shoulders. Your fingers are spread apart. Lower your belly towards the floor, press your feet into the floor. Fingertips, then around your spine, cat-cow. Inhale, exhale, cow. This is a 30-minute practice, you guys, I didn't mention that. So we'll just move and we will build some heat and get a good stretch. And then you'll be ready for your evening. Lift and then lower last time, and then walk your hands in, standing on your shins or your knees again. Inhale, reach your arms up, stretch overhead, look up, bend the elbows and pull the elbows back, and you kind of lean right here and then bring them in towards each other. Abs contracted, bring it back. So the way you really get your heart rate up or build heat in the body is by repeating a movement. Oftentimes a simple movement. So if you're in this today with me this evening for happy hour to just kind of stretch, then take the repetition out and just do the stretch part. All right, so now reach 1 more time, lean back just a little bit, feel the front of the thighs engage, and then bring it together, reach up and stretch. Hands in front of the knees again. This time, rather than rounding up and down, I want you to go laterally or side. Look at your ankles as you tip the head over to the side. Check out what's happening over there. Yeah. And then the other side, looking at your ankle, center, and the other side. Now we're going to lift up into downward facing dog. Extend the arms forward, just a handprint. And lift up your hips, look through your legs, look back behind you, what's going on back there? Then pedal your heels right and left, stretching the back of your legs. Now we'll do a little inchworm movement. Walk your hands back to your feet and fold over. Reach for your elbows. And rock or sway the arms side to side. Hamstring stretch. Try to just listen to my cues and follow along. Bring the hands to your shins, lengthen, look from forward, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Now walk your hands forward, plank. Then walk your feet to your hands. Fold over. Reach the hands behind your back. Right arm, left arm, clasp the fingers, reach the knuckles away from you, and then move the shoulders away from the ears. Breathe. Bring the hands down to your hips, hands to your shins, lengthen and look forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift up, stand tall with a flat back, reach your arms all the way up. Sun salutation A. We'll do this 2 times to really build some heat and warm up the body, all right? So standing at the front of your mat, I'm to the side so you can see me in profile. You probably should have your mats facing directly towards your device. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, bring the hands down through the center line of the body and fold over with a flat back. Lift up halfway, lengthen. Plant your hands, step back to plank. Coming down to the mat, shift forward. Lower the chest down first. Draw the elbows in, belly to the mat, top of the feet to the floor. Lift your chest up, pull your head away. Cobra pose. Tuck your toes, lift up your knees, downward facing dog. Pedal your heels, just like we did before. Right and left. Now as you're pedaling the heels, walk your feet in to your hands. All the way. Lift up halfway. Lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, reaching up to the sky. Big arms. Exhale, bring the hands down to your heart. One more time. Sun salutation A. Planting your feet. Press your toes down. Inhale and reach up. Exhale, lower, folding over. Fingertips to the floor. Lengthen, look forward. Exhale, step back to plank. Shift your body forward. Lower your chest down. All the way to the floor. Cobra pose. Pull the shoulders away from the floor. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. Pedal your heels right and left. Now step your right foot to the outside, the middle of the mat. And then the left foot all the way to the edge of that side. And then sink your glutes down, malasana. Hands to your heart. And breathe. Malasana. Yogi squat. Place your right hand on the floor, right in the center of your body, or the feet, and reach the left arm up. And then reach the hand over further. Press your hand into the floor. So your elbow is kind of pulling or pressing that knee out away. Good. Inhale. And then exhale, place your left hand on the floor, just kind of in the center first. Then reach up the right arm. And then I want you to reach the left hand over further. Press the hand down into the mat. Good. Now look forward, untwist. Hands on the floor, fold over. Lengthen and look forward. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Lift up your right leg, inhale up. Then lift up your left leg, walking your dog. So you're in downward facing dog position, but lifting up the legs, alternating. 2 more of those. 1 more. Right leg. Lift the right leg to the side, not straight out, so to the side. Then bring the leg back, reaching the leg away from you. Knee in towards your nose, shift forward, and plant your foot beside your right thumb. Set your left knee down. Inhale, reach your arms up. Excellent. Hands to the thigh right there. Shift your hips forward. Look forward. Relax the shoulders, you guys. Just like we did in the beginning on our shins, bring the elbows back and then bring them in towards each other. Bring them back, open up the shoulders, and then bring them in towards each other. Now reach up, bring the hands behind the head. So your hands are just kind of hovering back there. You can touch the back of your head, but then move the fingers away from the back of your head. Reach the arms up, palms are facing forward when you reach up. Reach down to the sides, all the way down, and then reach the arms back. So now opening up the front of your body, pulling your front ribs. Bring the hands behind your lower back. So then turn your palms facing your rear, hands just hovering at your lower back. Reach out, turn your palms facing forward to reach up. Good job. Exhale, bring the hands down, hovering behind the head. Inhale and reach up. Exhale, place your hands on the floor. Reach or lift your toes up, sink your hips back into, this is called half split. Ardha Hanumasana. Press your heel into the floor, right there. Flex your foot. Now set your foot down, and we're going to go to the long edge of the mat. So shift forward, or shift to the side, and then to the other side. You can go as low as you'd like to right here. Warming up the inner thigh muscles, pressing into your feet. And you can look at your hands as you move them across the mat. Bring it to the front of the mat, turn it around, press your hands into the floor, lift up that right foot, downward facing dog. Lift up the left leg and then the right leg. Walking your dog, push the floor away. So getting a good stretch through the legs as you lift up and then lower. Left leg lifted out to the side. So abduction of the leg. Then reach the leg back behind you. Toes point down. Then bring the knee in and shift forward. Keep your hips up high. Bring your left foot beside your left thumb. Set your knee down. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Good. Elbows down to your sides, but 90 degrees. Pull them back. Shoulder blades come together. Abs in. Then bring the elbows in towards each other. Open up and bring it in. One more time. Open up and bring it in. Exhale. Inhale, reach up. Hands behind the head. You can touch right there for a moment. And then hover right behind the head. One hand in front of the other. Chin neutral. And then lift up. Reach out to the side. Palms are facing forward. Just noticing that. And then to bring the arms down to your sides and bring the hands behind your back, you have to turn them backwards. Then bring the hands behind your back. Hands facing rear. Now reach out to the side. Palms facing rear. But to bring them to the side, you got to turn them forward and up. And bring the hands behind your head. Hover. Chin neutral. Inhale and reach up. Now we're going to go to the long edge of the mat. I'm going to turn my back away from you, but lift your knee and then walk your hands to the rear, to the back of the mat, and then to the front. You can plant your feet or you can lift them up as you move. I just want you to be fluid and smooth moving through this inner thigh stretch. This will be important later on in the class. Turn. Press your hands into the floor, lift that left leg up, and downward facing dog. Walk your dog, right? Do it 4 times, and then left, right, and left. And then, so right leg, focus on the right leg. Reach that right leg out to the side. There you go. Now, reach back, toes turned down, bring that foot in. Place your foot right beside your right thumb. Set your knee down. Inhale, cactus arms or goalpost arms. Bring the elbows back. Then reach up. Let's do that arm rotation. Hands behind the back of the head. Chin neutral. Inhale, reach. Arms out to the side. Turn your palms as you reach behind. Hovering behind the lower back. Shoulders relaxed. And then reach out, turn your palms forward, reach behind the head, palms facing forward. Inhale, reach, hands to the mat, and skandasana, or half split. Press your heel down. Lift up, skandasana. Now we're ready for that. Shift forward or to side. We're going to hold it in the middle. So bring your hands right into the center, like that. Press into the floor. And just lower the head all the way. Relax the shoulders, relax the neck. Let your body kind of hang over. Press into your feet. Reach your left hand forward and reach the right hand for your left leg. Breathe in. So twisting in a wide angle fold. Now reach the opposite hand over forward and reach the opposite hand of that to the chin and press into the floor. Inhaling and exhaling. And then reach both hands forward, lengthen the spine, feel the side body stretch out. And then walk it in, walk your hands to the front of your mat, turn it around. We're gonna come into one more pose, you guys. So hands right, or two more poses actually. Hands in front of your foot, lift up your left leg, and reach it up as high as you can and tip your head over, point your toes, standing split, lift that leg. So you're standing on one leg. Reach your right hand behind your right ankle. How's that? Straighten your leg as much as you can. Abs in. Try to pick up your left hand and balance. Both hands behind your ankle, maybe for a millisecond. And then place both hands on the floor. Nicely done. Look forward. One more stretch right here. Right hand on the floor. You're going to turn your toes out to the left. Left hand to your left hip. And then reach the left arm up. Half moon pose. Look side and then maybe look up to your hand. Nicely done. Hand to the floor, foot to the floor. And lift up that right leg. Downward facing dog. And then lower. Walk your dog. 4. So walking our dog is our vinyasa in this class today. Up. One more time. Left leg. First, lift it out to the side. Abduction of the leg. Then reach the leg back behind you. Toes turned down. Bring the knee in. Shift forward. Plant your foot beside the left knee. Left knee. Left thumb. Knee on the floor. Inhale. Reach your arms up in cactus. Goalpost the arms. Pull the shoulders back. Then open up the shoulders. And then bring it back. Good job. Reach up. Hands go behind the head. Hover. Chin neutral. Reach up. Sweep the hands to the side. Palms facing forward. And then come all the way back. Pull them back. And then turn your palms facing rear. Hands hover behind the back. Reach down. Turn the palms forward and reach up. Hands hover behind the head. Inhale, reach. Hands to the floor. Sink your hips back into a half split pose. So drop that hip down or draw the hip under, toes pointing up. Nicely done. Press the heel down into the mat. And now we're going to go to the long edge of the mat again. Put your foot down. I'm going to be facing away from you. Lift your knee. Then walk your hands one side and then the other side. We're not going to hang out in the center right here. We've already done that pose. We'll sit later and do that wide angle pose seated. But turn it around again. Facing forward, here's our standing split. So your hands come forward of your foot, lift up your right leg, straighten the left leg, and tip your head all the way over. And if you press into your hands, you may be able to lift that right leg up even higher and point your toes. Maybe you can get your nose to your knee, like that. Then maybe you walk your hands closer to your foot on either side, and lift up your left hand, put it behind your ankle, reach the toes, abs in, contracting. Then maybe you can pick up your right hand, bring it behind your right ankle. So both hands up, standing on one leg. And then set your hands down. Now half moon pose. Straighten your left leg, turn your right toes out, reach the right arm straight up, opening up the body to the side. Abs in, look side, then maybe look up at your hand, and then bring the right hand down to the floor. Nicely done. Foot to the floor. Press your hands into the mat, lift up that left leg, and bring it back, downward facing dog. Step to the middle of your mat. Nicely done. Malasana, where we began. Coming into some seated poses on your mat. So first, let's stay here and hang out for a moment. Sitting on your heels, but then lift up. Press your elbows into the inside of your legs, thumbs to your heart, and look forward and smile. Bring the right hand down to the mat. So press it into the middle of the mat, but then slide it out to the side so it's in front of your right foot. So right hand in front of the right foot. Okay, so your knee is on the outside of your elbow, and then as you reach the left arm up, breathe in that twisting position. Your arm is resisting against the knee, so you're getting a good twist in this malasana position. Feel the side bodies, the hamstrings. Good. Now look forward and let's come to malasana again one more time. Left hand in front of the left foot like that, right? So my knee is right at it's actually your tricep. Reach up and look up at your hand. Your knees should be going the same direction as your toes, so don't let that right knee tip go in. Reach up and look up. Beautiful. Hand to the floor. And let's sit on the mat. Just try this. Parallel your feet, reach forward, and sit down without touching the floor. Don't. Just like that. Extend your legs forward. Reach up, stretch. Hands behind your back. Reverse tabletop. Let's stretch the front body. Very similar to bridge pose, but here, bent knees and shoulders right over wrists. Lift up your hips. Right there, and look up. There's your table position. Breathe. Inhaling and exhaling. Glute strengthener, hamstring strengthener, stretching the front body. Look up. Don't drop the head. Nicely done. Now lower your hips down all the way to the mat. And extend your right leg out and left leg out along the mat. So wide angle seated position. Press the calves down, flex your feet, shoulders roll back. Take a breath in. Feel the hamstring stretch, the inner thighs. Press your heels down. Walk your hands forward. All right, there in front. Take a breath in with your flat back, with your back flat. Press your calves down and walk forward more. Keep your back flat. Breathe in, breathe out. Hands on the floor, spread your fingers, walk it forward. It's a great stretch to do for all the exercise that we do with our lower body. Squats, lunges, all the above. Stretching through all of those muscles in the legs, the inner thigh muscles, the adductors, quads, hamstrings. Walk the hands in. Bring your right foot to the groin, like this. And you'll extend out your left leg along the mat and sit up tall. So both glutes are on the floor. Turn towards the bent knee side. So this way, to your right. You're going to keep your left hand on your thigh and press it right there on your inner thigh and push that leg down. All right? And then reach the opposite arm up and over your ear. So let's do that again. Reach up and twist. So you're looking over the right shoulder. Left hand presses into the thigh. Kind of center up. Reach the right arm up and over the leg. Like that, right? So just see how far you can go with that. Press your leg down. Maybe you can lower more. I'm going to move my mic. Whoops. Move my mic. So hand at your thigh. Use that as leverage to lean over. Press. Maybe you can get your elbow to the floor. Maybe you can grab your toes. And look up towards the ceiling. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale, lift up. Nicely done. Let's change sides. So Reach that leg forward. Bring the opposite heel to your groin and reach that leg out to the side, so along the mat. First, turn this direction, hand on the thigh, and use that to turn just a little bit more. Get your heel all the way in, the foot close to the body. And then use the right hand, press into the left thigh, reach up and over. You can look up at the ceiling right there, and then lift up. So moving into this stretch, maybe that's where you stop. That's fine, completely fine. Take a breath in, and then maybe you can bring your elbow down to the mat and reposition the foot. Take a breath in, and then maybe you can reach down and grab your toes. Breathe in and breathe out. You can press into the leg, press the elbow down, breathe in, breathe out. Inhaling, exhaling. Last breath. Inhale and lift up. Stretch it out. All right. Legs forward. Drum roll. Slap it out. Extend the legs out along the mat, straight. And I want you to lower down. And as you lower down, look at your toes the whole way down. And splat. You made it. You did it again. Let's stretch as if we haven't been. Reach your arms overhead. Right knee into your chest. Extend that leg up straight. Bend your knee. Bring this leg across the body to the left. Reach the right arm over to the right. Relax the shoulders. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and lift up. Let's change sides. Extend out that right leg. Left knee into your chest. Extend the left arm out. Bring the left knee to the right side. And look over to the left. Breathe. Inhale and lift up. Happy baby. Bring those knees into your chest. Follow my direction. Reach your feet up. Spread your toes. Can you spread your toes? Grab up around your shins or your ankles. Reach on the inside of your knees. Grab the outside edges of your feet. Pull the knees to the outside of your shoulders. Lower back stays on the floor. Lower back stretch. Your yogi squat. We're just on our back. Rock from side to side. Little rock. Maybe you make a big rock. Rock and roll all the way over. And then release your feet. Extend the right leg out to the floor and point your heel towards the corner. Then your left leg to the floor, left heel to the corner. Arms to the sides. Turn your palms up. Pick your shoulders up and pull them or even them up on the mat. Then lift your elbows. Press into the back of your hands. Point the elbows towards your body and set it down. Opening up the arms and the legs. 1 minute of savasana, of quiet time, of stillness. See if you can do this. See if you can quiet your mind. Try not to fidget. Try not to move. Just be for 1 minute. Your next 3 breaths of air, control. Breathe in deeply through the nose. And smoothly exhale that out slowly. Relax the shoulders. Breathe in. Don't tense up by breathing in deeply. And then fully exhale that out. One more time, smoothly relaxing the shoulders. Inhale. And slowly exhale. Start to move your fingers and your toes. Place your feet on the floor, bend your knees. Reach your arms straight up, stretch, spread your blades apart. Cross the arms and reach your hands around the back of your shoulders and give yourself a hug for showing up. Inhale and reach up. And then change the crossing, reach your hands around. Squeeze your body, stretching through the back of your shoulders, but also a little gratitude. Inhale and reach. And now we're just going to tip our body over to the side and keep rolling and pushing yourself up to a seated position. Let's come to cross our legs comfortably, sit up tall and reach the arms up. Look up at your hands. Bring the edge of the hands to the middle of your brow, your forehead, the mind's eye. In gratitude. And bring the edge of the hands to your heart. Touch the thumbs to the chest and thanks. And then bowing your chin. The light in me honors the light in you. Thank you. Be well. Namaste. Excellent. Thank you for showing up. I really appreciate it. Bye.